Let's go now to your other business, which you're passionate about, Securico. How did you start this business, and why did you start this business?
Well, Securico is a business that I started after I'd also tried other things. I'd already started farming, you remember? So I was working and I would go into buildings. The first persons that we met or we meet are girls. And I could see these people did not have the necessary confidence that you need when you're talking to somebody who is at his work. They didn't, they had very low self-esteem. And I realized that obviously I traveled in places like Europe where girls were confident, where they were just as professional as any other job. So I said, because as an entrepreneur, I would be looking at opportunities, and I could say there's an opportunity in this sector. Because if one goes in and goes in with the right mindset of inculcating the right thinking into people that work in this sector, certainly there's going to be a difference. I yearned to be seeing guys that I would see in places like Holland, where I'd been, in England. And I said, but what is the difference? It's the same job. So there's an opportunity. And I just saw that gap. That gap is the gap of the quality orientation of a professional security person who is wanting to save you, because it's the front line of any business that you walk into. And I said, if somebody were to inculcate the right thinking and get them to really see that the job that they're doing, because it comes from lack of self-esteem in what you're doing. So I said, I think this is a sector that I want, because I was looking for a scalable kind of business. You remember, I'd already started farming, and I had my fingers bent at some stage in my earlier years as a farmer. So I then was working again, and then I said, perhaps let me go into security. But I was very convinced that the security business was a game changer, because I could see I'd learned my lessons, a lot of my lessons before, in a few things that I had tried. So,
no, go ahead. Let me not stop you there.
Yeah. So then I started on the drawing board doing a feasibility study in terms of what does it take, what is the problems, what can I do to make a difference, what is it that I'm going to do to ensure that that market that so requires that quality-oriented security personnel I'm going to deliver. How am I going to deliver it? So that was the beginning of it. So my study told me that there's great scope in you going in there with a product that is going to change the thinking.